Hey, Doc, there was a report from Woj that came out that last game there was a big disparity, 13-4 disparity in calls, missed calls that went against the Sixers compared to the Celtics. What is your reaction to that report from that game?
It's a hell of a way to start the interview. It was disappointing to see, honestly. A 13-4 disparity in a 1 2 point game, it's hard to recover from. It really is. And I mean, when you saw the report, which we read, and then saw the calls that were missed, you know, the trip on James Harden down the stretch when he fell to the floor, the loose ball where they called a timeout, they didn't have the ball. Plus, there was a foul on Smart on the play that would have been free throws. That's hard to recover from. It really is. Having said that, it's a human game, and you have to just try to play through it. Usually, the disparities are never that great. Most games, they're 2 and 3, and you can live with those. But 13-4, that's hard.
Yeah, Doc, you know, you coached and played with great players.
I was a great player. No, that's not true. No, I'm completely joking. All right, I wish I was, but yeah.
With players like Joel and James,
Yeah.
to a lesser degree Tyrese, do you say anything in particular to them pregame or?
Well, we talk more as a group and as a team. There's been times where I have felt individually someone needed to be, you know, either talked to or listened to. Sometimes it's just listening. I haven't felt that with any of our guys so far today, but I've done that before, yeah.
Doug, when you looked at film, them going double big with, you know, Rob in that rover position, what impact did that have, and how do you see you guys adjust?
Well, the impact is that we didn't make shots. You know, we got every shot we wanted, didn't make a lot of them. Still against them, even when they have Robert on or off the floor, they're a hell of a defensive team, and you have to have great spacing against the Celtics. I thought we had good spacing, but I didn't think we had great spacing. And so we always have to know where he's on the floor, and more importantly, we have to know where our other guys are on the floor when he roams. You know, as I told our guys, they give you the answer. They really do defensively. They tell you exactly where they're going to be and where they're going to go, and you have to move the ball to take advantage of it.
Hi, Doc. You were a great player.
Boy, you get one extra stroke.
Does much change from your perspective in-game decisions? Guy getting in foul trouble, you know, because it's a Game 7. How does your sense of urgency equate with what you do during a game?
Yeah, you have to read it, but clearly there's things like minutes, you know, but you don't play a guy more minutes if you think he can't handle it, whoever that would be. But if you thought the guy could handle more minutes, you would give him more minutes. If you thought he couldn't, then you try to get him to the max of exhaustion, each guy. Fouls, that's another one. It's still individually based. And sometimes it's game based. There's guys that you trust, but you may not trust tonight, you know, with the way he's playing. So a lot of that is just gut and feel.
Do you feel pressure?
Oh yeah, everyone does. It's, you know, I hate to be Billie Jean King, but it is a privilege. You know, it's an honor to keep getting teams to these places. It really is. I mean, yeah, you know, it's funny. There's people, your friends, who look at you and like, why do you like this? And this is what it's about. Like, you know, you put yourself out there because you want to win, and you know if you do that, you have to put yourself in these situations over and over and over again, and it's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it, and that's what I tell my guys.
And then did you send James Harden any songs before the game?
Not today, no. Did not. Couldn't come up with one, but no, I didn't.
Doc over here. I know you can't bank on Jason Tatum missing 13 of his first 14 or whatever he did.
Yeah,
the
because
other
half
night.
of those are good shots.
Right, I was
you
going to say,
know? Yeah.
what kind of things, though, defensively do you hope to replicate to continue to make
Just
this
we
tough
got
on
to keep
him?
mixing it up. I think we've done a good job in this series of changing coverages at the right time. Out of timeouts, we'll even change personnel. Same guys on the floor, but we'll put one guy on another guy, and then the next play we go back to our normal coverage. I just think Jason and Jalen, they're just so good, right? And one coverage for them is just not good enough. And so we're going to keep doing it. We just keep changing our coverages and listen, we can't bank. They had some good shots last game as well. I mean, we missed more open shots. I think analytically we won the game by 20 or whatever. No comment. Having said that, we can't bank that they're going to miss some of the shots that they had. They had some good shots.
Doc, I think it was last week we asked you about Bud, and then yesterday news came out about Monty.
Yeah,
And
talked to Monty yesterday.
Yes, tough. I mean, 2 years last year, he was a coach of the year, and now.
Don't win coach of the year. I'm telling you. It doesn't go well, historically. So I'm not going to talk about the Monty thing right now. That will be for another day. I got to stay focused on the game today.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.